Welcome back to the channel, Life Path 3. Oh, you've got two major arcanas cards coming through. So you have the Death and the Lovers card. Right, just let me do the introduction. Them cards came out quite fast moving energy. So the first section of the reading shall be the collective reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And the second part of the reading will be the pick a card section. So if you have a question, stick around for that. The answers on the card will be a yes, a no, or a maybe. So the question needs to be nice, simple, and direct. Okay. So moving on now with your overall energy, we're doing the collective reading in 6 parts in terms of we're doing January through to June, the end of June. Okay, so the first 6 months of 2025. And Happy New Year, Life Path 3. Okay, so getting on with your reading now, you have the Death card which came out first, and then after that the Lovers card came out. So the Death is transformations. This is a year of transformations. It's a year 9. It's a letting go, collectively making space for the new for next year, the year 10, the ending of the old, starting with the new. So there's a lot of releasing. It comes with the Lovers card here. So I feel off the bat, because these readings are predominantly spiritual readings, so they're more about energy, and we're looking at letting go of old ideas to do with, I feel it is relationships, but I feel as with all the other life paths that I've read so far as well, they just seem this theme to be coming through, that it isn't just romantic relationships, it's a reevaluating of your relationships as a whole. There's a big changes coming in perceptions, maybe seeing the past through different eyes as well, through a different light. But again, this theme seems to be carrying through. But for some of you, this will be to do with romantic connections, or where you're still bonded to somebody energetically, being able to let somebody go, where you may have had trouble, maybe because you were still angry with them, or maybe because you was missing them. But you are ready to release old binds, old bonds, and cut old ties. Again, a year of release, a year 9. So let's do the month by month section now. So we will start with January. So just a quick look and see what comes out. Okay, Life Path 3. Blow some energy out. I just feel, I'm trying to explain how I feel with your energy right now. Yeah, there's a little bit of anticipation there, but for the best part, it is very energy, letting things go. Like, feel it might be some things that feel you've been holding on to for quite a while, and it's just sick of carrying it. King of Pentacles, so making plans for the longevity, using your skill sets to build for the future. I do feel this is spiritual transformation, bringing in transforming for the long term, but this is really going to pull through into your everyday life, making changes. As I said, using past wisdom in order to create the life that you want to manifest through. The King of Pentacles knows how to manifest what they want, okay? And they know how to create, manifest, bring in stability when it's needed as well. Very mature energy, very grounded, very stable energy, and this is the energy starting the year with. So it's good to make any changes, but we're going to get some more information through as well. Life Path 3, see what comes out with this card. Knight of Pentacles. We've got a yellow coming through as well, and I just want to talk about that in a second. We've got the Lovers for the second time now coming through. Yeah, not looking back. There's no looking back. You know, it's about moving forward for you. So even for some of you, it will be building stability within your current relationship, so taking it to the next step. For others, it is, you're just not looking back now. Past relationships are being left where they belong, in the past. And more focus on self, building your relationship with self as well, a real healthy relationship with self. We also, with the Pentacles, this is the earth energy, stubborn energy. Nothing can stop you when you're in this energy. You're like, I'm pushing forward. If you're starting new projects and you're hitting some roadblocks, you move them out of the way. Obstacles being moved, because the stubbornness of the spirit is like, no, I'm doing this, nothing's stopping me from doing what I want to do. There's also confidence coming through here with the solar plexus, the yellow being the solar plexus. The solar plexus can house this sense of identity, of low self-esteem and that kind of thing, but also confidence. And I do feel a lot of it is past. Or you really, like, maybe you're doing something and you just stop and go, wow, everything that I've learned has brought me to this moment right now, and this couldn't possibly be happening had all that not have brought me here, you know. So feeling more confident about the past, rather than just looking back at the past with regret or feeling, oh, why did I do this, why did I do that? Like, looking back at the past and seeing the lessons from the past really pushing through into your day-to-day life. So very positive energy there for January. Let's have a look what comes through for February for you. Life Path 3. February for Life Path 3, Death. So this is really interesting, because the two major arcanas that have come out in your month-to-month readings are the two that came out for your overall energy. So we're doubling down on this energy, definitely leaving relationships that did not serve you in the past, but also, again, I'm going to reiterate, seeing relationships in a different light. Sometimes it can be parents. If you had a challenging childhood and starting to see parenting, if you grew up resenting anger with your parents, understandably, but then starting to see it from a different point of view. An example of this can be seeing a parent, instead of seeing them as weak, seeing them as vulnerable and recognizing that they was vulnerable, or something along them lines, but starting to let go of thoughts that do not serve you, that have been keeping you in them lower energies. It's now time to move past and let go. So it's not just letting go of people, it's letting go of resentments and old ways of seeing that no longer serve you. With the Death as well, it's a spiritual transformation. Again, so this is running through. It's also Scorpio energy as well. And the Death, Scorpio energy, I feel it's a letting go though, letting go of where maybe you've been angry with somebody in the past and you wanted to get that, you know, the Scorpios with the tail, and what's coming through is the Scorpio has to be careful of its tail, because its tail may be able to sting others, but it can also sting itself. Okay, so realizing that when you are feeling angry and hateful towards other people, even though they may have done things to give you good reason to, it can sometimes, you could end up suffering more than the person that you're hating on, right? So realizing that letting go is the best option, or working on letting go, because it's not always easy. It isn't a walk in the park, especially when the wounds are deep, you know. So it's a process to being gentle on yourself. And speaking of being gentle on yourself, you have the Four of Pentacles. So we've got more Pentacles energy. You've only had Pentacles energy come through thus far, other than the major arcane card. So again, long building stability for the future, changes that are really rooted deep down, subconscious programming, real changes being made here. We've got the beautiful green of the heart center. So in February, along with changing the perceptions and letting go. It can sometimes be quite taxing on the physical body, so you're just reminded to take it easy as well. When you can take breaks and do some self-care or whatever it is that you do, just to let go and kind of like distract a little bit from all the noise of the inner workings of the healing process and the transformation process, and just try to enjoy life, you know, and lighten the load a little bit. Life Path 3. And then we have also the Hermit. Yeah, so this is still for February, the Hermit card coming through, and pretty much just emphasizing on what I said, taking some time to yourself. It's also about recognizing, we've got this theme coming through, running through with the solar plexus as well, with the light coming through, and this sense of self, feeling this beautiful sense of self. So we're seeing the heart center and the solar plexus, which are next to each other, working in harmony as well in February, or in the process of working in harmony, but it can be quite taxing, so do take some time out and do practice self-care, okay? And we want January, February, March now, please, for a Life Path 3. Is it that one? Oh, we've got some Swords energy coming through now. Page of Swords. Is it? I'm trying to see which card it is. Which card is it? It's quite about. Is it that one? Yeah. Yeah. 8 of Swords. And then we want one. I think we're getting these two as well. Yeah. 3 of Swords. Ooh, we're very in the mind now. And then the Pentacles energy coming back through again with the blue of the throat chakra coming. And this is the Pentacle energy. It's a 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. I had to count the Pentacles on it because I can't see a number on the card. 7 of Pentacles. You've got a lot of Swords energy coming out. We'll look at the Swords energy together first. You've got the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So the three of Swords is to do with the heartbreak. It's generally, I feel for you, it's more of a clearing of the heart center as you're going through your transformation, letting go of the energy I was speaking about in February, and removing again old relationships coming up, just to see where you may be holding on to any kind of resentment or that kind of thing. And because you've got the 8 of Swords with it, which is all about freedom. It's freeing yourself from it. Within your reading, it is the card of feeling trapped, but I feel with you, because you have the Page of Swords with it, I feel it's just saying that the energy might be a little bit stubborn. You may find that you're hitting a part of your healing journey that is a touch stubborn. But with the Page of Swords coming out, Life Path 3, with this 3 of Swords and 8 of Swords, again, it's realizing that past pain, if not dealt with, can keep you trapped in this 8 of Swords energy here, and recognizing, but also at the same time giving yourself the patience of the Page of Swords here. It's making progress, but slow progress, and I feel that's because the energy is going to be a little bit stubborn. So it more than likely is something quite deep, either deep rooted or something you've just been holding on to for quite a while. So the energy might be a little bit stubborn there. But however, that being said, you do have the 7 of Pentacles as well. So you're making strides, but there's just a call with, especially the Page and the 7 coming out, there's a call for patience in March. So just keep that in mind. You may find March slows down a little bit in terms of outside productivity, and it's more of an internal, the focus is more internally, and I still feel that resting energy needs to be carried through as well into March, the resting energy of the 4 of Swords, to carry that through. Okay, so we'll have a look at April now, April 2025, please, Spirit, for life path 3. Yeah. Oh, see, energy shift. That's what we like. Things moving again. Emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction. April is looking like a very good month already, but let's see what energy comes out with it. Awakening. So, in the traditional deck, this card, the Awakening card, is the Judgment card. But in this deck, it is called the Awakening. If you can look at the picture, we'll just go into this for a moment. But if you can see, the person is sat up and they have took the blindfold off their eyes. They are seeing reality, and we're seeing here, or a deepening into seeing the reality behind them. And I feel with you, this is connected to seeing the more positive aspects of self. I feel you're going to be having a healthy relationship with the solar plexus. As I say, I can see the work going on there, but definitely viewing yourself in a more positive light than you may have been doing. And this brings about a lovely energy here with the Ten of Cups. This is the family card. It's abundance as well, and community, connecting with others, feeling good. And again, when I was talking earlier about changing your perceptions on how you see others, I feel that might help some of you as well with connecting with family or friends or co-workers or something, or maybe a bit of all in a different light, and just feeling more at ease being around them. So this perception shift and this awakening, so we've got like the death coming through, the death of the old, and now we're moving into a new perception. So there's been a big perception shift here happening, and I do feel it is within how you see yourself, and how you see yourself, and how you view others as well. I feel it's very connected through. Yeah. So let's move on now to June. I get lost in the energy, and then my thinking brain has to come back in. June, we are in, aren't we? January, February. No, we're not. January, February, March, April, May. We are in May. It's a good job I checked, isn't it? Can we have May, please? Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Choosing new traditions. This is quite interesting. This has come out after the Awakening card as well, because as I say, as your perceptions of shift, your belief systems will shift with that. So, and this will change traditions. Hierophant card is, it's about traditions, and it's also again longevity. So taking in new traditions that will last you, and I feel these are really healthy, putting new healthier traditions in place. It's also bringing in new knowledge with the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune is the card of luck. So we've got May, a lucky month coming through for you, and the energy of luck, but the energy of choice as well. And really feeling that connection, feeling connected with everything, a deepening of connection. I feel as you've cleared through the mind, the mental body, and some outdated programming, some outdated belief systems of self and others. And as you shifted through that, it's brought about this gorgeous, beautiful, and deepening of your connection with life. Basically, we're reminded with the Wheel of Fortune card here. The earth is the body. Water is the blood, fire is the spirit, air is the breath. So, you're reminded that you are connected to everything, and I feel you'll be deepening that feeling of connection. in May. And it's a beautiful time as well because we're just coming to the end of spring and start of summer, so the energy is quite high, but definitely a really nice time for you in May. The energy is really shifting. Around April and May, the energy is shifting in beautifully. Yeah, so we've got the 9 of Pentacles now, more good feeling energy for you in June. And what else? Well, you've got so much Pentacles energy. Laying down roots as well, grounding lessons into reality. Lessons learned from the past into reality. Page of Wands is your final card for the reading. So this is your June energy coming in. Feeling very enthusiastic about independent wealth. So maybe starting a new job or a new business venture, but just feeling very enthusiastic about it. Taking this high energy and using this for your advantage, okay? And there's a sense of achievement as well. And if you notice, the 2 colours that have come through are the green and the purple, the heart centre and the third eye. So when these 2 are connected, it's what they call heart-mind coherence, and it's where moving through with inspired action rather than forced action, inspired action. And that's what I can see here happening for you in June Life Path 3. It's all about inspired action and putting plans, putting inspiration out into the world and creating for a stable future. There's a lot of stable energy in your reading. This is a year of creating stability, but remember, in order for stability to be created, that is creating instability has to be released. So there will be some times where the energy might be quite intense as you're just releasing stuff, but it is all for your highest good, okay? And overall the energy is very right and perfect for you, okay? So thank you very much for watching. That is the end of the collective reading. We will now move into the pick a pile section. If you would like to get your question ready and then choose the card you feel the most drawn to. I generally pull 3, but sometimes 4 or even 5 could come out, okay? Okay, Life Path 3, if you would like to pause the video if you need more time, I am now turning over card 1. The answer on the card on card 1 is a maybe. It comes with the 7 of Swords, and the keywords on it is making a break for it. So don't know if them keywords resonate. For card 2, you have the Ace of Swords. The answer is a yes. Okay. And clarity is a keyword. If you chose card 3, your answer is yes with the Emperor. And there's a message on the card. It says, I am my own authority. I have the will and the power to create my own life. Okay, so that brings the reading to a full close. Thank you very much for being here, Life Path 3. It's been a pleasure reading for you as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next reading, please take care.